All right. So as you listen to part A, you were probably sitting there thinking, oh my God, great advice, Kiki, but there's no way that I'm going to do it. So, one of the things that I'd like to focus on now is just the ask a question. I keep saying questions are important. We talked about sensitive topics yesterday, we talked about rhetorical questions. In the sensitive topics, asking the person specific questions about the sensitive topic was the best way to get a conversation going, right? It's really hard to just start in the middle of nowhere talking about, gender inequality. So, what do you think about gender inequality? I think it's not fair. I don't know. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Right? So, specific questions like, have you ever experienced gender inequality? In general, is there gender inequality in the workplace where you work? So for being more specific, not just complete open questions. Rhetorical questions, again, these aren't even questions that are expecting an answer, and yet they change the way the audience listens to you, right? Another tool in your toolbox. But here we're talking about meetings, and we're talking about somebody in a position of power. They're talking, and you need to slow them down. You need a clarification. I suggest just raising your hand. I know this seems very awkward it's not, you're not in school, but they're talking and they're going really fast and you've lost all direction. Just raise your hand. Just be the one who does it. Raise your hand. Later, people will thank you. Raise your hand and say, "Excuse me, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I, I'm you're, I'm starting. I'm trying to understand what you're saying, just to make sure. Can you clarify what you mean when you say the da 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 count? Can you give me an example of what you mean if you say we should all be trying harder? How should we be trying harder? Excuse me, I was just wondering if you can elaborate on the last point you made. I'm sorry, could you please explain one more time what you mean when you say? The reason that I repeat what the person said is because it shows that I'm listening, which is really, really important when you stop somebody in the middle of what they're saying. It's impolite to interrupt, however. The person speaking, if they're speaking so fast, only natives understand what that person is saying, then it's okay for you to raise your hand, at least show, I'm trying to pay attention, I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Right now, I'm losing track of what you mean. That person needs to understand, also for their own benefit, that the people around them are interested, want to understand, the desire is there, are having a hard time. If you don't tell me, I don't know, I'll keep going and I'll keep doing it. And the meetings will stay the same. They'll be only for natives. Since non-natives are present, since the meeting is for natives and non-natives, asking for clarification is really a great way to get the person to slow down, get more information, and benefit everybody around you who's a non-native, because they all feel the same way. Believe me, they're not saying it, but they all think it. All right. So, again, the best format for an interrupting question is a question of clarification where you repeat the last thing you understood. I understood what you said about the material, the transportation, the da da da. Can you clarify about the next point? I didn't catch that, right? So I heard A, but I didn't understand B. Or I heard A, but I need more information. Could you explain what you mean when you say A, B, C? Okay. To practice my point, I'm going to read to you from the article and just a short paragraph. I'm going to read the first point called Stop Censoring Yourself. And as practice, try to make a question about every statement you hear in the same fashion as I mentioned before. I heard you say something about censoring yourself. Can you elaborate? Can you explain? Can you give more details? Can you give me an example? So make as many questions as you can for the following passage. Ready? 1. Stop censoring yourself. Once you stop censoring yourself, you'll automatically speak out more often. It's important to share your thoughts and ideas without over-editing them or limiting your expression. Don't lose valuable opportunities to share your views and be seen as the influential person you are. So that was just 1 minute of me reading something. I want you in the comment section below to make 4, 5, can you make 5? 5 questions that start with, I heard you say A, can you elaborate? Can you give an example? Can you explain? So you're making clarification questions to practice what you can do during a meeting. Your boss, your coworker will be talking. A foreigner in a social event, a foreigner will be talking to you. You heard 1 or 2 words, but you didn't understand the whole thing. You can say, oh, what do you mean when you say gender inequality? What does that mean? You may have heard the word, but you're not sure what it means. Ask the person you're talking to. Ask for clarification during a meeting. These are all things that are embarrassing. Asking questions shows I didn't understand something, and in some cultures that's on me, but in Western culture it's not. In Western culture, the speaker takes responsibility, and if you don't understand, they want to be understood. They want you to ask them questions. I want you to ask me questions. If you have questions for me, even about sensitive topics, feel free to post a comment, post a link to a video of you asking. That's also helpful for you in general to practice your public speaking. All right, guys, keep trying, make mistakes, and keep going. I'll see you next time.